Hi, hello, and welcome to the stream. My name is tmaaz. This is the Construction Zone. How you doing? How are things? What is going on? For some reason I didn't wave. Here, let's try that again. Uh, there we go. That's how you wave. You don't just hold your arm up and point at the TV screen. We are off to a great start today. Um, how you doing? I hope things are going well in your world. I hope you are doing well. As you can see by the title of the stream down in the doobly-doo, this is stream number 300. I have recorded and, moved over to YouTube in the archive all the videos of every stream I've done from the beginning. The reason there are 300 is because I have taken quite a few breaks over the years in streaming. And I have also lost some streams that, even though I did them, because they weren't archived and there wasn't any actual physical representation of it to show, I didn't count those. And so streams that didn't make it into the archive weren't counted. So this, as long as nothing happens and this gets screwed up, this should be stream 300. So yeah, that is what is happening. And as you can see up here on the big bright shiny LED screen, we are going to be jumping back into Palia. And as the title of the game says, we are going to be doing some mining, and we are going to seal the deal with Subira. As you know, if you've watched the last couple streams, I have been courting Subira. She is the last female presenting character in Palia at this time, who I haven't either romanced or gotten a pin from. And so I had been working on a relationship with her, and was it last night or 2 nights ago? I went over and flirted with her, and I realized that the progress bar had gone to max, and I didn't want to do that off stream. I wanted to go through the process of, her and I, moving to that point. I wanted that to be on stream, and so I left her room at the inn and ran straight home, ran into the house, jumped into bed, and turned the game off so that she couldn't either respond or send me a letter before I cut the game. So yeah, so that is where we are going to pick up once we get into the game. Is we are going to be advancing our relationship with Subira. And we are going to be doing some mining because I realized yesterday, or again, the last time I played, I think it was yesterday or the day before, that I had used up quite a few resources. I had been making arrows, I think, and I used up a ton of iron. I think fine arrows use the iron. I think that's where it went. Because I don't think I've built anything else. I've built a couple small pieces of furniture, but yeah, I'm thinking that's where it went. So hold on 1 second. I am just now realizing. Refresh. Let me try this. If I move this here, and now I say refresh. Okay, chat isn't showing up in the chat window. Let me post something to try to trigger chat because I want to make sure it's working. Okay, so I'm going to move this here. I'm going to move that there. Let's do, we'll do another weather post. What is the weather currently in St. Okay, that is not showing up on the chat board. Why is that not working? It appears to be, it showed up on the game screen, and my eyebrows have gained some altitude. I don't know what that was all about. I have been having the hardest time with the chat from Mix It Up sticking to my iPad here that you can see down in the lower right hand part of the screen. When I was starting up the stream, I threw a couple things into chat and it was working, but I noticed Frosty Tools has not commented. It's supposed to do an announcement post at the beginning of every stream. It didn't do that. And now I'm noticing that the iPad is not showing the current chat and posts that are being made. Okay, hold on. I gotta recalibrate my character. For some reason, my eyebrows have gone ballistic. Hold on. All right, let's see if they'll behave themselves a little bit better now. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with let me try this. Do I have to do this? Go to the workshop. Go to Mix It Up chat. Refresh. Let's see. Testing. 1, 2, 3. Okay, that showed up. Okay, for some reason it apparently just gets stuck. I need to find a way to automate refreshing that at the beginning of every stream so that that actually kicks up the way it's supposed to. It's kind of frustrating, but anyway. So yeah, with that being said, we are going to go ahead and flip the monitor around. We will get into the wonderful world of Palia, and we are going to start mining and finding out what's going to happen in our relationship with Subira. So let's jump over to the gameplay. All right, here we are in the game. We are going to turn up the volume for the game, and we're going to turn off the background music. There we go. That sounds good. Getting that through my headphones. Everything should be good. Let's go ahead and fire things up. Thanks. Let's see. I'm going to double check and make sure if I hit the closed caption button. Yep. Okay, those are working just fine. Okay. Always important to make sure those are there for folks who need them. All right, let's jump into the game. Oh, and just as I anticipated, I'm glad I came home and quickly jumped into bed because, as you can see up in the top right-hand corner, I have mail. And I'm going to go ahead and go out on a limb here and guess that that piece of mail is from Subira. So, what time is it? It is 1:45 in the morning in game time. So it is super late at night. Or super early in the morning, depending on how you want to look at it. Let's go ahead and check our mail. Oh, no, it's a message from Delilah. Dear tmaaz, a friend of mine mentioned things are heating up between the two of you. I couldn't be more happy for you both. Why don't you stop by for a chat? And don't worry, my lips are sealed. Okay, so Delilah knows about, Delilah knows about my relationship with Subira. Because for some reason, Subira has confided in her. Which I think is great because Delilah is a wonderful person. But I do find it interesting that she talked to Delilah about it. Oh, yeah, and now I have a new quest, a pin for a watcher. Talk to Delilah. Okay, so it's the middle of the night. She's asleep in bed, I would assume. Either that or she's at the library reading naughty books again. That was a whole revelation I don't think a lot of us were ready to understand. That was funny. At some point, Delilah mentioned that sometimes late at night she goes to the library and she gets, I guess you would say, risque library books, which a lot of people in the game, like in the game community, were like, "Whoa, okay, go Delilah, like, yeah, you do your thing." It was just really funny. Let's see, we're gonna water and weed our crops. Oh, I see a weed over here. There we go, weeds over here. More weeds over here. Good grief. Weeds over here. You would think I hadn't been here in like months for the weeds to have gotten this bad. I just walked through here when I last ended the game. There's another one there. Oh, and we are gonna hold on to the weeds we're pulling. Someone in the community chat had said that they basically they made a post and they had taken a screenshot of one of the what do they call them, Pecky, the chickens in the game, had taken a picture of one of them, and the post, the entire text of the post just said, "I finally found something to do with the weeds." And so everybody was like, "Well, what are you feeding it to them? Are you what? You have to explain what it is you're doing." Because to the best of the rest of us, to the best of our knowledge, the animals are very selective about what they eat. They will and won't eat certain things, including vegetables. Like you can't just feed raw vegetables, like potatoes. They won't eat raw potatoes, which is odd because there are animals that will gladly eat raw potatoes without even a second thought. I am one of those animals. I will peel a raw potato and be slicing it up for like making roast or something like that. And I will generally steal at least one piece from each potato I cut up and throw a little salt on it. They're very crunchy. They're yummy. Yeah, I like raw potatoes. All right, let's see. But the animals, for some reason, the animals in this game are quite picky. They will only eat certain foods. Let's see. Okay, so we're going to hold on to the meat in case we run into... what's the dog's name? I can't believe I forgot the dog's name. What is the dog's name? Hassian's dog. His dog's name is Tao. There we go. I always feed. If I have extra meat, I'll usually hold on to a piece or two of it so that whenever I run into Tao, I give him meat. Hence, he and I have maximum relationship. um, but as I was saying earlier, you can see here, Subira, I have maxed out the relationship bar with her. And now we are currently in the middle of a quest to finalize our relationship. And as I said, you know, in the title of the stream, seal the deal. So let's go ahead. Oh, wait, I didn't put away. Oh, I have used up almost all my focus. Holy cow. I've got enough. Let's see, 18, 22, 30, and 30. Yeah, okay. I should have enough food to feed the animals and get supplies from them. And that'll help with this, with getting some focus. I would rather use the food on the animals and get the supplies from them than to waste it on me for focus. So, oh, and I processed some metal last night. I keep saying last night, the last time I played. Let's see, that is going to go into storage. This we're going to sell because we already have over 100 bars of pallium. And we gotta take it easy with what we store. We can only store so much of stuff, so. All right, so that should work. Now let's run over. Oh, we will refill our watering can. Now we'll run over to the seller's box. We're gonna sell those. That's almost 500. We'll sell 2 of these. There we go. And now we're going to hold on to these weeds because, like I said, we're going to see if you can actually feed those to the animals. Can't imagine that's going to work, but I don't know. Yeah. I read something on the internet. Let's see if it's true. Hopefully we don't kill our chickens. All right, so what time is it? It's almost 5 in the morning game time. Let's go ahead and head to the barn. We can feed our animals. All right. Barn looking very pretty in the morning light. There we go. Come inside, wait for the door to close. There we go. Okay. Ranching is now level 20. Pets. And feed. How low are they? Not too much. All right, there we go. And then we'll go feed this one. Hey, wait, come back. And we'll give him some love. And we'll give him some food. Okay, that's 2. There's the third one. All right. Oh, we got a close-up this time. There we go. We'll give him some scritches. And give him some food. There we go. Oh, I just got passed by a chicken. All right, there's Roosta. We will pet and feed. Okay. Yep. There's Diego Dwa. We will pet and feed. Okay, one more chicken. There we go. Aragon. We will get eggs from, we'll pet and feed. All right, now we move to the bees. There's Queenie. We will get the honey, we will pet, and we will feed some jam. Where's the other 2 bees? There's Susie. We will get the honey, pet, and feed some blueberry jam. And the last bee is Buzzy. We will get the honey, pet, feed, jam, done. Okay, that's everybody in this pen. Let's head over to the next pen. All right, in here we have 3 blobs and 3 what are essentially cows. So let's do the cows first. Snuffy. Gather the milk, pet, and feed. Okay. Gather the milk, pets, and feed. Go. Baggy. Gather the milk, pet, and feed. There we go. And now blobbies. We will pet and feed an apple. There we go. And this one we will pet and feed another apple and a blueberry to get up to 300. And then this blobby, take the flower, pet, feed, blueberries. Okay. That's this pen is done. Now we'll go to the last pen. Do 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 do. Ba ba da ba da ba bum. Let's see. We'll do the pigs first. There's Shuffle, pet and feed. There we go. And this is Pumbaa. Gather, pet, and feed. And where's the other one? Over here. Char. We will gather, pet, and feed. Alright, that's that. Now we'll do Moose. Here's Mickey Moose. Gather, pet, and feed. Good moose. The other 2 moose are back here. Here's Morty Moose. Sorry, folks. Moose out front should have told you we're closed. Let's see. What if we feed him honey? That does almost nothing. Alright. There we go. And then the last moose is back here. Macy Moose. There we go. And feed them. And now what's left? The bunnies. Alright, there's Hedwig. Collect, pet, and feed honey. Doesn't do much. Fruit. There we go. Alright, and Flopsy. We will gather, pet, and feed. Here we go. And last but not least, Mopsy. We will gather, pet, and feed. Milk. Oh. Okay. All right, that is all of our animals. Actually, we'll take the cut through. It's quicker. Now we will go and look at the we're going to look at the inventory to make sure everyone is properly fed and no one has aged out. So good. Oh, wait. Young adult. Young adult. Young adult. Hey, how are you? Welcome in. Good to see you. Thanks for stopping by. Let's see. Young adult. Young adult. Young adult. Young adult. Okay, well fed. Oh, okay, Gooby. Gooby has aged out. When they hit venerated, it becomes time to retire them. So I will need to make a note for myself here. They will get retired and we will bring in a new younger one. Because once they get to this age, they no longer produce any. Basically, they're like a senior citizen. So you let them retire and they go stay elsewhere in like a retirement home. And then you bring in younger animals to take their place. So not to take their place, that sounds wrong. But essentially to take their place. Okay, Macy, young adult. Mopsy, yep, fine. Okay, Queenie, adult, young adults. Most of them are at young adult or adult. Okay, Snuffy is an elder now, so Snuffy's getting up there. Roosta is a baby. Morty's young. Marley's young. Okay, I think, yep. Oh no, Buzzy's an elder now too. Okay, so we have a couple species that are getting close to retiring. So, but so far so good. I only have one in here that I need to that I'll need to swap out. But everyone is well fed and taken care of. And by the look of my inventory down there, I am over encumbered. So we are going to run home. And we are going to put away and sell all of the things that we need to take care of. every once in a while, your character loads in before the ground below you. And I mean, we're talking fractions of a second here of when everything loads in. And it's just really funny because if you load in before the ground does, your character starts to attempt to like hover or fly, and then the ground comes in, and so you essentially fall down. It's just funny that the screen opens and everything starts to light up, and all of a sudden you're standing up off the ground like you fell down. All right, let's go in and there we go. We'll go inside. All right, we have our arms full here. Holy cow. Actually, you know what? Let's go to the recycle bin because there's stuff in here that I know that I'm not going to keep. I don't keep. Oh no, those I keep. Crystal Lake Lotus. I think I'm over. Yeah, I've already got 40 of those, so we're going to get rid of those. We already have plenty of... Yeah, we've already got 40 of the briar daisies, so we can get rid of those. Sundrop Lily we do keep because those get used for smoke bombs. And I'm down to 90, so I've used 10 of those, so that'll refill that nicely. We will probably use the milk and the honey to bump up our stats for focus. All of these seeds that aren't star seeds we're going to get rid of because we have no use for them, because we only plant star vegetables now. Okay, get rid of those. Wait, those can double up, right? Yeah. Anything else? No. It looked like there were a lot more bags down there. Is that just me, or I would have swore there were more down there? Pixie berries. Do we need more? No, we've already got 40 of those. So we can sell those. The elder clam mushrooms we're going to open to see if there's a black pearl in those. Do we need any more elderwood? Lotus? Oh, wrong flower. Oh yeah, we're only at 29, so we could hold on to that. Elderflower. We've only got 8 of those, so we can hold on to that. This is a heart drop lily. Those are epic. However, I am already dating. I've already dated everybody, so I don't know that I need these anymore. Because this is the flower you use to romance somebody, to give to them. It says here in the description, the heart drop lily is a rare flower with special meaning to Palians, the blossoming of a romantic love. So you, whenever you're trying to romance somebody, you give them one of those flowers. And that is basically like it's like giving somebody chocolates. They know exactly what you mean by giving them that. I've got 15 of them. So I've got room. I'll hold on to it. Those are 100 gold a piece. That's like 1,000 gold sitting there. Okay, these I know I don't need elderwood orchids. I am full on mushrooms. I believe, yeah, I've got 100 of them. So we'll eat those. We'll eat that. Whoops, missed. We'll eat that. We'll eat that. The eggs go into the compost bin because it makes great fertilizer. We're going to move this down. We'll move this milk down here because this is all consuming stuff. These are floatfish mushrooms. That's staircase floatfish. Starts with an F. Oh, got 40 of those, so I will eat those. Move that over again. And now everything else is fish. Let's see if we need any of these. Alligator gar at the top. We already have 2-starred alligator gar. We don't need those. Wait, I could... I'm going to hold on to these. I might make fish food, like dishes. I might cook with these fish. I'm always leery about doing this because there's no distinct way to tell the kitchen, I want you to use the fish that are in my hand. Don't use the ones that are in storage. It's supposed to pick these first and then go to storage if it can't. But I can't specify, I want to use this fish in this dish. And that kind of frustrates me. I wish it would do that because it has, on occasion, it has grabbed a rare fish from in here that I had to go out and find again because it was like, oh, you don't have any of those. I'm just going to take whatever's in your storage. Let's see. Silver salmon. We done on those. Looks like a shark. It's really pretty. Silver salmon. Silver striped SIL. Do I not have any of these? Well, let's check. Turnpike. Wait, I've got 2. I don't need that. Move that down here. Where did the silver salmon go? I've got 5 of those. I don't need 5 of those. 1, 2, 3. Move those down here for potential cooking. Where in the world did that silver... Starry, stalking, spotted, trimmer, HI, silvery minnow, smallmouth, scarlet. That am I losing my mind? That fish's name started with an S, didn't it? It was a salmon. And I put it in here. Where did it go? Oh, here, let's do this. S-A-L. Yeah, where did that fish go? It didn't go into here. Wait, why did it go here? What in the world? Did I just not lift it up far enough? There it is. Oh, that was bizarre. Okay, so 2 of those. Keep that. This is spotted bullhead. I have 1 of these. So we're gonna... There we go. Now we've got 2 of it. Hold on to the rest. This is scarlet koi. We have... I think we just saw this. We have 1 starred one. So we already moved over to star on these. Spotted. Why is that not stacking? It's doing some weird stuff. Holy cow. Okay, so that goes down here. Mud minnow. I would have swore I just saw this. Yeah, I've got 1 of those. So we'll put that there. We'll hold on to this for cooking. What is this? Channel cat? Already got 2 of those. And another mud minnow. So again, don't know why it didn't stack. Okay, I think that's everything. Let's see. All right, we've got... Yeah, so let's go ahead and we're going to run over here. The day's starting to get away from us here. We're going to run over and we will put the eggs in the hopper for composting because we have a full stack of them in our inventory already. And now these elder clams, we're going to open all of these and hope that one of them has a black pearl in it. No black pearls. So we will eat. Let's see, this is all stuff we're going to eat down here. Can I eat? Yeah, those are edible. Let's eat those and get that out of the way. There we go. Put that down here. Fish. Fish. Okay, so now we're going to run in. Oh, here. Let's go ahead and eat these. Get them out of the way, too. These small quantity things. Might as well just chow on them and get them out of the way. Because they don't sell for much, so... No, yeah, like these will sell for 23 a piece, so that's not bad. Same with the honey. And the milk is a little bit lower, so I usually end up, like if I'm getting shy on focus, I'll just chug all the containers of milk. But because we have all of this fish, let's run inside really quick and see if there are some high focus dishes we could make with fish. So if I search recipes for fish, those are dishes with the word fish in the name. So we've got steamed fish. All it requires are spices and garlic, and that's 100 focus each. So each serving of, or each creation would be 300 focus. Lucky braised fish. Holy cow, 1,000 focus? What goes in here? Okay, cooking oil, 2 ginger. Oh, it's very specific. You have to use black sea bass. No, that says smallmouth bass. It uses a lot of ingredients. Holy cow. A whole fish braised in a savory, deep color soy sauce, topped with ginger. Takes 7 minutes to make. But why specifically a smallmouth bass? Let's see, fried catfish. Yeah, because... Oh, okay, so this starting ingredients, any catfish. Starting ingredients, just oil. That's weird. $2.25 each, so that's what, 550. 775. 675. It's a lot. And I have catfish in hand. What don't I have? Because I'm getting a flag here. Oh, I don't have a tomato or onion in my hand. So I need to just grab 2 of those. Because everything else I'm holding. Thank you very much for the follow. I appreciate that. We do have our follows anonymized in case people are lurking and they don't want to be called out. So, but I can see who you are, and I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Let's see. We are going to... Yeah, so if we just grab a tomato and an onion, let's go ahead and get into the pantry here. And we will grab in the wrong bucket. There we go. I need to grab an onion. Where to go? There we go. An onion and a tomato. With a T, tomato. There we go. All right. And now we'll come back here. Cook. Fried catfish. That's interesting. Why is it saying I don't have those? Oh. Gotcha. Now, see, here's the problem. I pressed use star quality ingredients and it switched to an uncommon fish that I don't have in my hand. I turn this off. Oh, okay. It does let you select. Yeah, just one of the catfish I have in my hand. No. Yeah, see. This is frustrating. I don't want it to use the starfish. No, I want it to use the vegetables. Yeah, this is a really frustrating aspect. And this is what happens. I end up accidentally using like a fish that I've been saving because it's like a hard fish to catch, or you know, it's one of those ones that it's for a quest and you can only find it like at 1 hour of the day in one area. I don't like that it does this. Let me choose what I want to put in each dish. Yeah, because it won't let me select non-star produce. Cancel. I want that. Yeah, it won't let me. See, this is why I don't cook. this is why. This is why my here. If you look at my scores, cooking 16, everything else 19, 36, 20, 22, 33, 20. I don't cook. It's because of this nonsense. Like, don't make me use my high end stuff when I don't need to. Yeah. All right, so we're throwing that out the window. No fish, no fried catfish at least. Fish, fish stew. Any fish, any spices, garlic. So yeah, and that's only 100 focus points, and that's fine. We can just make it several times because I have an inventory full of fish, so I don't care. So we'll make this. We'll come over here. We'll do some prep work. We're gonna cut up some garlic. All right. That's it. Come over here. We'll add the ingredient and we will stir. There we go. All right. We'll save that. Go back to our inventory. We're going to move those up here. So that's 153, 450. So if I get another one of those and that egg, we should be good. So let's go over here. Oh, accidentally turned the light on instead of opening the chest. We're going to put back the onion and put back the tomato. We'll sell all of that stuff probably, and we'll sell all of the fish that we don't use for this. Cook, fish stew, make. I love that I pat the side of the stove like it's an old stove and you gotta bang on it to make it work right. I jumped the gun. That doesn't happen very often. There we go. All right, and we will stir up the stew. Oh, because I missed the cut, it didn't give me a star. Wow. See, again, this is why I don't cook. I swear this game. Sometimes. All right, so eat, 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 eat. Top it off, eat. There we go. All of that's good. Let's go back out to, we got full focus. We'll head out here to, let's go ahead and sell the fish we collected. Sell the supplies. And that gave us about 3,500 in cash. Not bad from, oh, y'all. I got sidetracked while we were feeding the animals, and I forgot to try to feed them the weeds. All right, real quick, we're gonna run back to the barn and see if that works. I got sidetracked. See, the animals are so cute. I got sidetracked. All right, let's see if anybody has just a little tiny bit of hunger that we can feed them, try to feed them. All right, the doors have to close. There we go. Hi, Valerie Ferret. Can I feed you? Can I interest you? And no, it's grayed out. Okay, can't feed you weeds. Sorry, pay no attention to me. Hi, Buzzy V. Can I feed you? Nope, grayed out. Okay, chicken. Hi, Rooster. May I interest you in... Grayed out. Okay, so yeah, I don't know what that person was talking about as far as the weeds and the animals. No idea. And once again, I've fallen into my plot. All right, so oh, they sold while we were gone. There we go. All right, throw the weeds away. And we got that done. It is 6:30 in the evening. Let's go talk to Delilah. And we will find out what she has to say about Subira and our relationship with her. All right. There we go. Sunset. It's always so pretty. And let's... I forgot to... I literally forgot to look before I left. I wanted to look at the map and see where she is. Is she out at the farm? Yeah. She's out at the farm. I should have looked before I jumped. Not that that would have changed the direction I was running, but still. Those old adages are around for a reason. You should look before you leap. All right, beautiful run through. Look how pretty it is. Sunset. It's slowly getting dark here in town. The lights are coming on. Man, this game's pretty. Gonna race our son home. We're gonna win. Because he doesn't know how to race. Mostly. All right. Knock, knock. Hi, family. Hello, hi, hello, hi. Hey, Delilah.
You should know by now you're always welcome here.
Aw. Wait, where's the... Why am I getting no graphic? Well, that's a bummer. Subira just stopped by right before you. She was grinning ear to ear. The two of you remind me of when I met Badru for the first time. Ah, new love is the most exciting thing in the world, isn't it? Let's see, sure is. Wait, she told you about us? That's between Subira and I. I don't know, old love's pretty great too. Is it the most exciting thing in the world? Sure is. Wait, no, we already know that she told. Yeah, we already know this. So that's not a valid answer. And this is rude because it's just rude. I think personally I would answer this way. I don't know. Old Love's pretty great too. True, but Drew and I have been together so long, feels like I can read his mind. Comes in handy when he gets too in his own head. Means I can drag him right back out. Amen. Man, sometimes this game, it'll just slip things in there and be like, oh, yeah. I called you here because I heard you recently got yourself a new pin. You see, us Palians got a little tradition when it comes to pins. Accepting someone else's pin is wonderful, but if you really want to reciprocate, you gotta make a pin back. Maybe Subira won't be able to wear it, or maybe watchers don't care much for those traditions. But I got an inkling she'll appreciate the gesture if nothing else. After all, she's never received a pin before. Everyone deserves that experience at least once. Yeah. Now I'll stop prying and let you get back to it, but I hope you think about it if nothing else.
Don't be a stranger now.
I won't. I don't know why the screen went dark when we tried to talk, but I'm glad we talked. Oh, and it looks like everybody's home for dinner. I won't keep y'all. All right. Hi, family. Hi. Hope you have a good dinner. Bye. Hey. Leave them alone. They're trying to eat. Okay. Just randomly yelling at another player. Talk to Sifu about a pin for Subira. Okay, Sifu is... whoa! Almost ran into them. It is evening time, so Sifu should be in the tavern. She usually hangs out there in the early evening. And it's what, like 9? She might be heading home already. Let's see if we can catch her. She in? Yep, she's still here. Okay, good.
Glad you're here.
She is awesome. I love her character. I was wondering how you were. Let's chat with her first. I got another Bari Boys song stuck in my head. Don't tell anyone this, but sometimes I smith to the beat of their songs. The Bari Boys, basically, from my understanding, it's something like K-pop, and she hates admitting that she loves their music. It's really funny. All right, I want to make a pin.
Huh?
Really? I didn't think you were ready for that with anyone right now. Well, we haven't really talked much about it. Who's the lucky person? Subira, I can't say, none of your business. The Floth Man. Okay, that's funny, but I won't do that. None of your business, that's really rude. Subira, you know, I feel like I can't say because she has requested that we keep this on the down low. So I'm going to abide by her wishes. I can't say. All right, keep your secrets, probably for the best. Gossip spreads like wildfire here in Kilima. Gotta make it a little hard to design a custom pin if you can't tell me anything, though. Usually we pick a metal that fits the person best. Got an idea of what that might be? Ah, Palium. They must be one tough cookie, then. Palium can stand up to a lot of pressure. Good for making things that last. Next, we need to pick out something that represents you and something that represents them. What kind of item do you think represents your boo? Well, it's not even giving me a choice. Proudhorn Cernuk antlers. I would not have picked that for her. I don't think that represents her at all. Halium and Cernuk antlers, huh? I don't mean to pry, but that sounds an lot like someone I know of. Don't worry about it. My job's to be your wingman, not a detective. Leave that to the watchers. But what about you? What do you like? Fishing, bug catching, hunting, or foraging. Oddly enough, the one thing it doesn't have on here, mining, is what I enjoy doing mostly when I'm playing. I don't necessarily like hunting or bug catching, or I guess foraging. If you're a forager, I'd say there's nothing romantic than Heart Drop Lily. See, that is exactly why I kept that Heart Drop Lily. Why mess with the classic? Just bring me over Proudhorn Cernic Antlers, some Pallium ore, and a Heart Drop Lily, and we're good to go.
You need any help? Just call Sifu.
She's awesome. Oh, Subira's standing right over there. Act nonchalant. Don't draw attention to yourself. Oh god. Okay, we gotta go. Oh. Don't step on the animal.
Nah.
When I'm playing, I really like running past people and waving as I run by. Because, one, it's just really nice to wave at other players and, you know, just kind of communicate that way. But the other is that you're running by, so they have absolutely no time to react. It's like, by the time they can hit the wave button, you're already long gone. This is kind of funny. All right, let's see if we fall home again. Oh no, we actually landed on our feet. All right, let's jump into our storage box here. Okay, so we need Proudhorn Cernic Antlers, Allium ore, and a Heart Drop Lily. So we're gonna do that backwards. One Heart Drop Lily, long flower. One Heart Drop Lily. Add. Ooh, where is Cernic Antler? Is it sub materials? One Proudhorn Cernic Antler. I only had 2 of those. And then Palian ore. Oh wait. She said 1 Palian ore, not a bar. Raw ore. Right? Yeah. Okay, return to Sifu. That was easy enough. Whoa, whoa, whoa. We got some heavy lag going on. What the heck was that all about? Why is it lagging so hard? I'm in my home plot. There's hardly... Okay. So we must be on a packed server or something. It normally doesn't lag like that at all. Yeah, this server might be really busy. Or they're getting ready to spin it down, one of the two. Well, luckily, because we just changed regions, we're on a new server now. There we go. See if we can catch Sifu before she leaves the bar. Looks like she is directly in front of us. Still at the bar. Alright, walk in. Subira's over there. We're just gonna go over here real nonchalantly, like nothing happened. Oh, Delilah's here too. Pay no attention to the man on the corner.
I was just thinking about you.
Oh, nice. And then I just say it out loud. I've got the stuff for Subira's pin.
Ah.
Well, so much for being candid and coy.
Woo!
All right.
Sure you don't have time for one more tale?
Sure.
Always good to see a friendly face.
One more tale. Adari brought me some pallium yesterday, and I'm still deciding what to make with it. What do you think I should try? With pallium? Pallium arrows? Pallium arrow? What would... I like gauntlets. Gauntlets would be cool.
Ooh.
Yeah. I love a good pair of gauntlets. I bet pallium pair would be protective enough that I could stick my hand straight in the furnace. Not that I'd try.
You need any help? Just call Sifu.
Always. I would go into battle with her. She's awesome. Oh, bless you, Delilah. She got the sneezes. Oh, cute little bunny. Wait. Who is that bunny attached to? It just ran over here and then ran away. Oh, Subira disappeared. She was just standing there a second ago. Oh, did she go up to her room? She went up to her room. Oh, ask her to meet you somewhere more romantic. What's more... never mind. I was about to say, what's more romantic than her room, but... Okay, okay, don't be nervous, don't be nervous, don't be nervous. Just talk. Okay. Nice, safe distance. Not too close, not too far away.
I really like working with you.
tmaaz, it's good to see you. All right, I will admit I was just thinking about you. That is often the case these days, even when I should be focused on other things. Now, is there something specific I can assist you with, or is this more personal? I was hoping we could meet somewhere more romantic. I see. Yes, well, I should be able to finish up my tasks soon, but I'm afraid there are very few places suited to clandestine meetings in the area. Well, do we go back and meet at the lighthouse again? Well, except for the room specifically designed for clandestine meetings, I suppose. Yeah, meet me at the lighthouse. I knew that was coming. I shall make my way there as soon as I'm able to extract myself. All right, we'll flirt with her one more time. I appreciate your gifts truly, but I am afraid I have very little of my own to give in return. All I need is your company. Perhaps you could come visit again later when I have more time to devote to you. I will ensure to keep my schedule clear.
I've never been this close to anyone before.
Okay, let's let her wrap up her paperwork and her dinner. And we are going to go... let's see, what time is it? It's 1:30 in the morning. Yeah. Let's make our way real quick. We're going to head over to... oh, hey, Ashura. Ashura is my shep. Yeah, you didn't say anything. Nah, I was just, you know, hanging out. Gotta go. Okay. Let's see, we could... No, if we take the stagecoach, it's going to put us in north... It'll put us in the north area of the bay, not the south. So, yeah, let's just run over there. do 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 do. Do. Going the wrong way. This way's right. I don't know where I'm going. Boy, it's quiet out here. Hi, dear. Sorry. Coming through. Yay! All right, we are off to Bahari Bay. Because we ran up here, we're going to be on the south side of town, as opposed to the north side where the stables are. Oh, whoa! That was a weird roll. That was a weird drop in. Okay. We are going to meet Subira at the lighthouse. So basically just run straight back this way. Why was the music swelling like that? What was that all about? Is it a full moon? No. What in the world? I wonder if there's like 2 audio tracks loaded at once or something. Yeah, it's playing like... There's like chill background music playing, and then there's like that menacing overtone. All right, there's the lighthouse up on the hill. And now that we're here, right at 3 a.m., just being nonchalant, nobody's around, nobody's hiding. Yeah, just looking at stuff, paying no attention to me. Not a clandestine meeting or anything to yell romantic. Yep, nothing to see here. And yet somehow she beat me here. Again with the music. You know, this isn't supposed to be an ominous moment. I don't know why the music's doing that.
Every case, I find myself wishing you were alongside me.
There you are. Good. That will stop me from allowing my thoughts to go wild. It is, again with the music. Y'all, I am so embarrassed. I have... I am so embarrassed to admit this. I have pass-through headphones. I don't wear the full ear covering ones. Like my character that you're looking at there in the corner has full cover headphones. My real headphones are pass-through. That means that sound escapes from the headphones, and I can also hear everything that's going on in the room around me. And so I can hear both. And the reason I do that is because I need to be able to hear if like somebody knocks on the door, or if there's some kind of, if somebody tries to break in or something like that. I don't want the outside world to be completely closed off. Well, you guys probably think I'm crazy because all you're hearing is me talking about why is the music sounding like that. The reality was the music isn't sounding like that. What is happening is there is someone outside cutting their grass. And so they kept making passes back and forth. And as they got closer, it got louder and louder. And then as they went away, it got quieter and quieter. And so to me, it sounded like there was some like ominous sound in the background, swelling and lowering. And it was, it was a lawnmower outside. You guys have no idea what I'm talking about because my microphone, I'm sure my microphone isn't picking it up. Oh, good grief. Yeah, I was hearing the lawnmower. Anyway, back to the story. Subira says, it's embarrassing to say, but since I have given you my pin, I find myself more distracted than ever. In these insecurities, a watcher should always be open to criticism and feedback. It is healthy to doubt yourself when you hold so much power. But this, I have never once in my life worried about how my hair looked before now. It is absolutely humiliating, and I would not give the feeling up for anything in the world. Our response is, your hair looks great. Great, so you'll definitely accept my pin. The lawnmower's back. I made this pin so you wouldn't have to doubt. Does that mean you'll accept my pin? Let's see. How did she word that? I would not give this feeling up for anything in the world. It isn't really about her hair. She was just using her hair as an example. So you'll definitely accept my pin. That seems a little, too self-assured, because we don't know that she's going to accept it. She may say no. I made this pin so you wouldn't have to doubt. Oh, okay. That's a pretty interesting response. Does that mean you'll accept my pin? Either one of these is a good answer. I think this is more direct. Yeah, I like this. I made this pin so you wouldn't have to doubt. A pin? I'm sorry. I must have heard you wrong. I thought it sounded like you made a pin for me. Well, I didn't make it for Tao. Tao is the dog. You heard right. Is that so hard to believe? That's what I said. If it were me and I was having this conversation, my natural response would be this. Is that so hard to believe? Yes. I apologize. Just give me a moment. Subira closes her eyes and takes a few deep breaths before speaking again. I accept. Oh, it's beautiful. These materials must have taken you some time to gather. Are you crying? You don't seem that happy. Those are tears of joy, right? Are you okay? You don't seem that happy. That seems rude. Yeah, I don't. That borders on passive aggressive. Those are tears of joy, right? Also, not that good of an answer. Are you okay? Are you crying? Don't point out that someone's crying. Yeah, are you okay? Yes, I'm sorry, truly. To allow tears to mar this moment, I never allowed myself to imagine feeling this way about someone, let alone having them reciprocate. Finding a partner was a dream for others. When I was very young, perhaps, I thought I would find someone to spend my life with, but I traded that for servitude, never once doubted that choice. Until I met you, and my world came crashing down all at once. Oopsie. Maybe that world needed to fall. Sorry. I'm glad you changed your mind. Oopsie is really funny. I'm glad you changed your mind. Yeah, this is actually a funny answer. There we go. I'm not sure Oopsie quite covers it, but for what it's worth, I'm glad it happened and that it was you. As a member of the Order, I was used to carrying the expectations of others on my shoulders and never allowing that weight to buckle me. It is only now I see how close I was to breaking, how truly unhappy I was before I came to Kilima. Of course, I was aware in some distant way of my own misery. I thought it noble and just. I suffer so that others do not. Now I wonder if the Order does not look for martyrs when they recruit. I suppose we all have a tendency towards self-sacrifice. Even now, I fear that accepting this pin means I'm being selfish somehow. You're the least selfish person I've ever met. That would be true. Wanting love isn't selfish. That is also true. You're allowed to be selfish sometimes. Yeah. If you're selfish, I must be a supervillain. Well, no. Even now, I fear that accepting this pin means I am being... So she's talking about how... So yeah, so either one of these two. Wanting love isn't selfish. You're the least selfish person I've ever... That sounds patronizing. Wanting love isn't selfish. That is different from what I've been taught my entire life. It will take me some time to unlearn it. Well, regardless of my feelings, I would rather fall into the abyss than relinquish this pin now that you've given it to me. So perhaps the Order has a point about the dangers of personal connection. Oh well, I have crossed so many lines already. What are a few more? Thank you, tmaaz. I will cherish this gift as I have cherished no others before. And she gave me her portrait. Okay, so she's talking about the quest. She has sympathy for Zeki's predicament. Most Grimalkins are born into the cartel and begin accruing debt at a very early age. They have no choice but to work under the system or turn their backs on everything they've ever known and run. If he is truly trying to change things from within, I have nothing but a great admiration for what he's attempting. Yeah, Zeki is a hard nut to crack. I think there are a lot more layers to that onion than we have been given insight into. I think he is a much deeper character, which has turned out to be the case pretty much with every single character we've met. What we initially see at the onset so far, almost unanimously across the board of everyone, the deeper story that lies underneath has been very much an explanation for why they are the way they are and who they are. So yeah, it would not surprise me. So
I'm counting the seconds until we can meet again.
And that... Oh, I thought we were going to like have dinner or something. Although it is 8 o'clock in the morning. So, all right. So she took off. We have her portrait now that we are going to go put in our house. Our pet is floating in midair, as you do when you're a pet. All right. And this is the part where the song "It's a Beautiful Morning" plays. All right, let's head back. Do we take the coach? I think there's a post like right down there, isn't there? Oh, it's directly in front of us. There's also one over there. We could float down to that one or go to that one. We'll just run down to that one. Yeah, either way, we'll just hop home. I know that I could easily use this on the map, this return to housing plot. I tend to save that and try not to use that because I have gotten stuck in the game where you get sent into limbo before, where you're in that weird, like, no man's land where there's just a doorway and you aren't you're in the game, but you're not in the game. And I usually reserve that take me home button to get me out of that scenario. And so, yeah, I try not to use it unless I absolutely have to. All right, so we'll take the stagecoach home. And we are going to do a little redecorating in the bedroom to move the photos into their final positions. Are we going to fall in or are we going to stand? I think we're going to fall because it's taken a while. Oh, no, we're standing. I was wrong. Real quick, I'm going to go here. I'm going to turn that off. It keeps pinning this as this guiding light, and I have no interest in doing it. And I can't get rid of the quest. This light that I purchased the guiding lantern schematic from the relic store. But I realized that this only works if you're playing with other players, like as a team. It helps them. It does nothing for a single player by themselves. And I don't ever do like group squad things. I don't do cooking parties. I play this game by myself mostly. There have been times where I've like interacted with other people, other players, but for the most part, I play by myself. So this is pointless to me. And I wish I could just, I wish I could end the quest as uncompleted, but it won't let me. And so it keeps popping up on my screen. And so I keep hiding it because I'm like, no, I don't really have any intention of finishing it. All right, so we'll go inside and go to the bedroom. And we are going to rearrange the photos. We have the 4 photos up here. We are going to move. Let's see, Gina is 2. The top of it is at 2 above the line there. So let's scooch over this way. Okay, that should go right there. Let's turn this off. How does that look? Yeah, that's fine. And then we're going to move this also 2 above, like so. Oh, did I do 3? Hold on. Look around the room. Over there. That one is 2 above. Did I put that too high? But it matches with the picture next to it. That feels... You know what? Here, let's do this. I'm going to turn off the automatic so we can get it out of grid a little bit. How's that look? Let's jump up here on the bed. Yeah, that's fine. That looks fine. And that one is higher because it's so tall. The bottoms still match up, I think. Yeah, the bottoms over there match up. And the bottoms here match up. 2 and 2, 2 and 2. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, so let's put... Oh, hers is just a portrait. It's not like a whole... Interesting. Everybody else, it's a full body picture. And hers is just a portrait. That feels off kilter. That's weird. Why did they do that? Why didn't they make that one the same size as the rest of them? That's frustrating. Why would they do that? Yeah, everyone else's picture is portrait and hers is just square. It's a square headshot. That's a good picture though. I like it. And Tamala's is like so far away. She's really small in the picture. Tish is a good representation of her. I think this one might be my favorite. It looks like just a casual portrait. I like that. And Gina's is yeah, Kenyatta's is probably my favorite. And then Gina's is cool. It looks relaxed, but she also has her work coat on. All right, so it's official. We are now in a relationship with Subira and Tamala. I'm still not 100% sure which way it is. Look at how it's spelled. Yeah, there's no accent symbols, so it could be Tamala. It could be Tamala. I tend to go with Tamala, and I don't know why. It's just that's how it popped into my head when I first started playing. Yeah, all right. So the relationship, we have sealed the deal, as we had wanted to do for quite a while now. Huh. All right, and so the next thing we need to do is we're going to look at our resources here. And we're going to look at, we need a little bit of copper. We're down a few bars of copper. So we could run into Kilima and we could harvest some, just even a couple large rocks of copper would be good. And that would bump us back up. Let's see. Gold, we've slowly but surely been accruing gold as the game has gone on. Our stock for iron bars is down by half. So we need a small truckload of iron, and that is in Bahari Bay. Mostly I find like in the northern outer edge here is where I usually find. It just happened to be right next to the Bahari Bay map. That's really funny. So yeah, usually they're like, it's like along the outer walls. There tends to be more of the mining available. And then sometimes on the walls of the, I don't know what you'd call them, plateaus that are in the middle there sometimes, but mostly around the outskirts, around the outer edge. So a little bit of copper. Oh, how are we doing on clay? 158. Okay, we're fine. Because we do use clay for smoke bombs. So a little bit of copper, a little bit of iron. We're doing fine on pallium. Silver is rare. We come across it when we come across it. It's not really something you find very often. So, all right. Let's see. How is our focus is still at 100%. Let's check our tools. Our belt could use some repair. Everything else is, well, we're not going to be hunting, so we're not going to have to worry about that. So yeah, our tools are fine for now. While we're in Bahari Bay, we could stop by the forge and fix our tools. Just do a quick fix. So that is what we'll do. Let's head into the bay and we'll get a little bit of copper. Oh, holy cow. That's a lot of lag. All right, let's see here. Peeking over the edge of the hill here. Oh, somebody's saying there's gold at D7. ABC D7. Oh, that's way out here. All right, we're not going to be heading out that far. It doesn't say how much either. It could just be a small one. Let's see. Don't see any. Usually on the way down from Seafoods, there's one over there. Let's see, look over here, everything's done. That's just stone. Stone. There's usually one up here. Wow, none, really? That's unusual. I thought I saw wild garlic. Where was that? Would have swore I saw wild garlic. Oh, there's Tao. We can feed him that steak. Puppy. Gotta say hi to the puppy. Hi, buddy. Yawn? What do you mean yawn? Oh, oof. Why are you sleepy? Oh. Well, here, this'll wake you up. Oof, oof. Always gotta feed the puppy. Alright, let's get our pickaxe out. Run around the edge here really quick. Here's some copper. Alright. Let's... Okay, that's there. Let's go ahead and organize this real quick so the stone stays out of the way. We don't really care about how much stone we get. Alright, we'll look up here real quick. Usually there's... Wow. A little short on resources this time around. There's some. There's a small flow tree down there. No. Alright. Interesting. Let's go around the base here. Didn't see down. Okay. No. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Alright, gives us like 4 bars. Copper. Got all that. Oh, got stuck. See one over here. 30, so that's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. That's 6 bars. How much did I said we need? I don't remember how much we need. I just remember I said we needed some. Ooh, that was a good shot. Alright. Here's some garlic. Oh, no, it's ginger. Alright. Try not to disturb the animals so that people that are hunting them can hunt. That's just stone. Oh. Okay. Didn't see that one. Alright. Already cleared over there. I've already cleared that. Alright, we're at 40. Oh, I see a big one over here. 2 big ones. Nice. Oh, that's just rock. Looking up, there's something back here. Let's check around the corner here. Nope, just rock. How about this one? Nope, just rock. Okay. Just rocks. That's copper. Right. Rocks. Let's jump up here. Check up on the ledge. There's usually some up here. Rock. Really? Oh, this is there we go. I was gonna say this is slim pickings today. See, across the street. Across the street. Across the stream with an M, not a T. Let's see. Hold on. What was that in chat? Hey Jake, accept my friend request. Thank you for trying to help. Right here. Licia. Okay. There's some friendly banter going on. That's nice. Always better to see than people arguing about who is and isn't following the unwritten rules and etc. This game oddly does have some, I wouldn't call them rules, they're just people who have been playing for a long time, especially people who are loot goblins, like myself. We tend to have a way of doing things and helping one another and finding loot. Like right now, I'm looking for copper. Copper is so ubiquitous that nobody cares. So I don't have to call out finding copper. But if I was to come across a gold stash, I would post in chat where it is. And like finding flow trees, the trees with the glowy trees that look like they're smoking. Those are called flow trees, and usually if you find a big one, it behooves you to tell people where it is, because you can't cut it down by yourself. You need extra players to help cut it down. And so it's not only helping you, but helping somebody else as well. Another one. And there are people that play the game that if you don't do those things, they tend to get a little angry about it. And I think that sometimes people forget that those rules are unwritten. The helping one another and saying where things are, and a lot of new players have absolutely no idea about. They may not have even reached the part of the game where they understand, like, the grove and what's happening with that, or that people hit once and wait for somebody else to show up, etc. And unfortunately, some long-term players forget that these servers aren't graduated. You don't. As your play progresses, you're not only on servers with players who have been playing as long as you. Like in Fortnite, when you've been playing for a while in Fortnite, you stop seeing low-level players because you move up in rank, and they don't want to put really good players up against people who have just started out, because you'll just walk around and just kill everybody really fast. But Palia is not like that. It's an open world game where everybody is by everybody. And so I'm running around here and I'm a level I don't know, I've been playing since literally the game was released. What am I? Oh. I'm level 192. But I've run across players that are literally brand new. They're like, oh, hey, I just started playing. It's like, hey, this is, this is a good thing and this is a bad thing. And, do this and do that. But I think they forget that that's how this is set up. And they tend to have very short tempers sometimes with new players. And that's not good. They need to understand that, everybody playing this game is at different levels. Some of us have been playing for years and some have been playing for minutes. And so it's almost necessary to assume that everyone's been playing for minutes unless you know otherwise. Because the last thing you want to see happen is someone stop playing because they felt like they got run off by the experienced players. I know that has happened to me multiple times in massive, like MMO style games. Case in point, and one that I've talked about frequently, is Sea of Thieves. I had an absolutely horrible experience with Sea of Thieves. It took me forever to download the game. Once I finally got it downloaded on my system, I started playing on what is basically like the newbie level, the very first world that you get into. And I hadn't even left the tutorial, and I had a ship camping me and just kept killing me over and over and over again. Like anytime I would even try to start playing, they would just kill me. And I left, I uninstalled the game. I'm like, I'm done. I have never seen just something of that nature where they would even allow higher level players to not only be on an entry level server where, the whole tutorial is, but to not stop them from camping people. Yeah, it was a very bad experience and left a very bad taste in my mouth. And apparently I am by no means the only person that's happened to. In fact, it apparently is a fairly common occurrence. And I really hope that Palia never gets like that, where people, automatically just are horrible to new players. I never want to see that happen. This game's way too much fun and way too relaxing for something like that to be allowed. All right, we got 90. Oh, we're at an odd number. Okay, I want to get a little bit more. Is that a tiny one? Nope. There's another one. 94. Okay, that's good enough. All right, let's go throw these in the furnace and smelt them. Oh, they ran away the other direction. Oh, there's another one. Sweet. Okay. Oh, I got over 100. Anything over 100 is overkill because I can't put it in the smelter at the same time. So anything over, we'll just sell anyway, so anything over what we need. All right, we'll run home. A delayed wave. All right. Here we go. All right, we got some little extras along the way as we were working on stuff. Let's see, let's put stuff away here. How much do we need ginger? We've got 40. We don't need the ginger. We can sell that, sell the rock. Let's look at our stones. There we go. We already have 4-star and 5 regular, so we can sell those. Onyx. That gives us a cap of 5, so we have 5 onyx now. Let's see, green eggs. Come over here, go to food. We already have 2 green eggs, so we can... we'll eat those. Emerald carpet moss is over here. Dragon's beard, emerald. So we already have, we're full on emerald carpet moss. Got that. All right. So real quick, come over here. Sell. That gives us about 500. Turn around. Eat those. Let's go to the forge and let's see, 21. I do that and put that here. And then put that there so that it drops, and then put that there. Okay, so that's full. Now we will go. Oh, y'all. I didn't stop at Sifu's to fix my... Yeah, I only have 9 repair kits. Alright, so we need to head back into Bahari Bay really quick. Or not Bahari Bay, we need to head back into Kilima Village. Because I forgot to repair my tools. And I don't ever want to let them get low enough where I have to recreate them because it takes forever. And it takes a lot of resources. Come on. Come on. All right. We'll head this direction. Yoop. There we go. All right. All of our tools are repaired. Since we're in town.
Do you think anyone saw us?
Finally, some action.
Have we crossed a line?
That was interesting. It wouldn't let... because we already... An hour hasn't passed. You have to wait an hour. An actual hour, not an in-game hour. An actual hour in between flirting. I was just going to swing by and randomly flirt with her, but... Alright, so we will cut through here. Oh, wait. Do we want to cut through here? Or do we want to... Let's actually go to Bahari Bay this way. Because, again, when we cut through, we're going to be on the wrong side of... We're going to be on the north side. And I want to start on the south side. Oops, slow load. All right, there we go. We are, let's see, get our pickaxe out. It just started running. It's an automatic reaction to being here is take off, run, go get what you need. And this time around, we are actually, are they hunting? That was weird. Not sure why they did that. I'm trying to hold back and stay away from the hunter because I don't want to scare the animals that they're hunting. Again, just kind of a common courtesy thing. Is that iron? That's iron. Some more iron. Oh, no, that was just stone. It looked like iron. They're still hunting down there. Okay. I'm going to try to stay out of their way. That's just stone. That's just stone down there. That's iron. Looks like iron up there. That's a good one. Yeah, that was a decent one. Let's move again. We'll move the things that we're not really concerned about up out of the way, so we can keep the quantity of the desired item visible. The hunter is running that way, so we're going to continue on this way. Regular stone. Hang around, regular stone. Oh, garlic. That's to replace the garlic we used while we were cooking. This iron. I'm gonna move the food up. Oh, I saw another, yep, another one. More iron. More. Do. That's just stone. And these bushes here. Wait. No, just stone. Look down over the ledge here. That way and this way. No. No, it looks all clear down there. There isn't a lot. Ooh. Okay. Hitting midnight. Boy, that made the server jump. Holy cow. As I was saying, the copper is prolific. You can find it all over. And then iron is next, so you can find it, but you don't find nearly as much as you do with copper. And then as the ore becomes more precious by human terms, the more precious and rare it becomes in Palia as well. So like gold. Although Palium doesn't seem that hard to find. It's pretty common to find in Elderwood. Okay, is that the end of the... No, it's not the end of the line up here. Let's search this really quick. There's one. That was a good one. All right. Whoops. Would help if I actually collected. Just sit there and put wear and tear on my pickaxe. And then don't pick up the goods. Alright, we just walked along the southern wall here. And we're already at almost 60 ore. That is not too shabby. Now, as we were walking, I would have... Oh, there's a grove. You see that light-colored, looks like kind of magical mist up there? Directly below that is a grove. It looks like a bunch of weeds, but when you pull the weeds and then use your watering can, a whole bunch of flowers will crop up there. Or is that the midnight grove for the trees? It's the trees. I can see them glowing. What is that? That looks like E9. Let's see, I'm looking that direction. No, F9. Okay, I'm gonna tell chat, so... let's see. Grove at... What'd I say it was? F9? Map. Yeah, F9 right up there. Chopping at 3. Oh, okay, I see what they're saying. I thought they were saying it was... The grove was at 3, and I'm like, well, 3 what? I was like, because... Somebody hunting directly below us. Right, I thought I saw... Oh, I bet it was those trees. Okay, I thought I saw stones over there. But I think I was seeing the glint off of the trees. That looks like just stone. Yeah. Look down here. Not seeing any. Jump down here. And try to stay away from the grove while everybody's hunting down there. I don't see any large stones over there. I could check that barrier wall along the bottom there, because there doesn't seem to be anything on this side. So maybe I'll jump across and check over here. And just come up along this wall. Oh, there's one. It's small. That is just stone. Now let's look up here real quick, just in case. There's a little one up here. What was that on chat? Hold on. Oh. People say, somebody commented, people say you can crash servers. And then they said, whoops, wrong chat. It's like, well, what chat were you talking in? And why were you talking about crashing a server? Let's see. Yeah, that's the grove. Oh, I'm not going to be party to that. There's going to be a huge argument. There are two people over there cutting down all the trees. Whoever said the party at 3 is going to be mad. Yeah, I have nothing to do with that. See, this is where the new players versus older players. This is a prime example of either they don't have chat turned on and so they don't know, or they're trolls and they're doing it on purpose. It's hard to say, but yeah, there is probably going to be a rather boisterous argument here pretty soon about who cut the trees down in the grove. Oh, wait. Time already passed. It's already 3:30. That's why they were cutting the trees down. Because they said they were going to cut them at 3. I keep forgetting how fast time, in-game time, flies by. I was like, oh, they're going to be mad. Like, oh, wait, no, that's exactly when they said they were going to cut them down. Let's see. Oh, there's something up here. All right, hold on a second. Someone is abusing chat. Logging chat with let's see. Folks fishing. I can't tell. Yeah, that looks like... It's hard to tell the way the shadows are hitting it. It was iron. Good. Okay. Let's see. We're already up to 70. It's not bad. There's Hassian. 74. Move the plant up to the plants. Stuff we're getting rid of. Yeah. Fellow miner. Let's see. Oh. Did they hear that? No, okay. I was waiting because if you mine together, you actually, the two of you end up getting more per rock, broken rock, than you do if you're mining by yourself. It's a way to get people to like cooperate and work together. It's not like a ton more, like you might get like 1 extra or 2 extra ore from it, but it's enough that, you know, it does incite you to... Hello? Came running right at us. And again. I didn't move, I just stood here. I saw the guy running with the bow. I'm like, I'm not moving. I'm not going to be the one that causes it to change course. Okay, what do we got here? Yep, there's a small one. All right, and there's a bunch of deer up here. Holy cow. All right, let's see if I can walk around the edge and not disturb them. That's stone down there. Don't see any more on this side. There's a little one. Okay, don't see any up. There's something up there. Top of this. This is a small one, I think. Yeah. Alright, we're at 90. Oh, that had a garnet in it. Nice. That was worth the extra climb. That garnet will fetch some money. Let's see. Alright, this is the main area over by O'Daddy's house, isn't it? Oh, no, I'm over by Hideaway Bluffs. Sorry, wrong area. I thought I was up here by the lake. I'm down here by this lake. Okay. I'm being careful of where I am because this area in here is a common hunting ground because so many deer hang out here. And so I try to, unless I'm hunting, I usually avoid this area. Unless I'm climbing up on these rocks to get mining materials, just because I don't want to be that guy. I don't want to be the one that chases off someone's shot at getting the the disco deer or anything like that. I don't want to. try to be trying to be a citizen of the community and not be selfish. Let's see, not seeing a whole lot over here. Maybe up here? Hear the bugs. There's a little one. Alright. I think really you just need to find like maybe one more small one. We're pretty much done. Because once we hit 100, that's as much as the smelter can hold at one time. So anything over that's just going to be sitting there waiting until later. This is probably going to overfill us. So. Oh, 98. Really close. Oh, we also got a sapphire on that one. Nice. Those are worth a little bit. How much are those worth now? Sapphire is 850 gold. Yeah, the garnet's only 180. Yeah, the sapphire is an epic. Yeah, that's an 850 gold stone there. Not too shabby. That was worth a climb up here. Oh, we are lagging hard. Okay. Wonder. It seems like with this last release that it's gotten more glitchy than it was earlier in the beta. I don't know if it's because more people are playing or if they're finding more exploits and that's causing problems. Where'd that person go? They just like ran into the rocks and vanished. Seriously, where did they go? What the? Are they hiding in the bushes? What is that? I don't know where the heck they went. That was really weird. They ran into that little crevice and then just vanished. All right, this should top us up. There we go. 101. All right, let's see. There is the lighthouse is over there. And so we want to head back in the exact opposite direction. Over here. Yeah, not bad at all. We didn't even have to... Oh, sure, go ahead. We didn't even have to leave the southern wall. Yeah, we basically stuck to the southern wall, and we still got stacked. So, not too bad at all. All right, I'm going to come back up here because I was going to do this. Ah, I timed that wrong. I didn't think my feet were going to catch, so I was just going to fly over the edge of it. And instead, it caught me. Well, I was trying to make it look cool. It didn't work. Whoop, more garlic. All right. Do ba-dum bum ba-bum bum ba-bum bum bum ba-bum bum. Bum, bum. All right, on a new server, just ran into Hassian. Sorry, sir.
Huh.
We are back home. And well, we'll be back home eventually. There we go. All right, let's head to the smelter. And we are gonna, let's see, how many do we have in there? So drop 100. And I need 2 of these. Bada boom, bada bing. All right. Those are running. We've got our iron replenishing. We've got our copper replenishing. How are we doing? 97, 98, 99, 100. Okay, so the copper's replenished in our stack. So all the rest of this is gravy. We'll just sell that. Let's go ahead and move those over. We'll sell that with these. And the iron just started, so that's going to take quite a while to get done. Let's double check and see if we need to keep these stones or if they're sellers. Materials. Okay, so we only have 1 each of the sapphires, so we're keeping the sapphire. Generally with the precious gems, I keep 5 of each. 5 non-star and 5 star. And the reason I do that is if I ever have a quest that requires them, I will automatically use the non-star version, the cheaper version for the quest, and then I'll hold on to the star versions unless the quest specifically asks for a starred version. But then at least at that point I have them. So and we are already stocked up on garnets, so this one can go to market. Go ahead and throw these in. We're currently at 236. That's 300. Oops, missed. 500. All right, not bad. And see the Kitsu is back. Grab that. Sell that immediately. Just turn right around and sell it. There we go. Oh, and we'll sell the stone, sell the flint, the garlic we're keeping, right? Yeah, we only have 16 garlic, so keeping the garlic, and we are full up on briar daisies, so we will sell those. Yep, 750, not bad. Not bad for a collection run. And yeah, to come back with a full forge of iron, a full forge of copper, and made a couple thousand gold. That's not too shabby. And we started off with Subira and I making it official that our relationship is pin-worthy. So yeah, all in all, this has been quite the productive and fulfilling day in Palia. Or if you go by Palia time, week, because several days have passed while we've been playing. Let's check our farm, see how things are going in the garden here. Now we can harvest pumpkin, and that will allow us to plant a new one. Whoops. What did I just harvest? Oh, the tomatoes. That's fine. I didn't mean to do that, but that's fine. What I meant to do was hit this so I could clear the ground for another pumpkin to be planted. There we go. And let's go over here. And let's check and see. Whoops. Wrong machine. Go to our storage and check. Hello? Storage. Good grief. And check. How many pumpkins do I have? I just have one left. Okay, so we'll plant this one. And then I need to take this. And how much do I need? One seed gives me 4 bags. So 1 goes in there. And the other 2 go in here to make preserves. There we go. I got 12 tomatoes out of the garden. How are we looking on tomatoes? Whoops. There we go. Tomatoes at the bottom, 30 and 20 were stocked up. How are we in seeds? We've got 8, so we've got a double stack, so these can be sold. What happens if you can tomatoes? Can you can you can tomatoes? Pickled tomatoes. It's a 1-to-1 basis. If you just eat a regular tomato, it's 22 focus points. If you eat pickled tomatoes, 70 focus points. Wow. So almost a 50-point difference. Now cost-wise, what's the difference? These for this stack for 12, they're $34 a piece. Or 34 gold a piece. When they're pickled, they're the exact same price. So pickling them is a focus benefit, not a cost benefit. But 70's not bad. 10 times 70, that's 700. Yeah, I mean that's nothing to sneeze at. Let's go ahead and get those tomatoes pickled. And then we need to come back over here. And we're going to go into the garden and we need to replace that. There we go. We need to replace that. And whenever you plant over the top of it, it for some reason removes the fertilizer. So you have to replant the fertilizer. There we go. And now we can water everything. There you go. Are those ready to harvest? They are. Okay. And now we can water this. There we go. And we're going to water the tree. There we go. And now we can water the tree. There we go. And now we can water the tree. There we go. And now we can water the tree. There we go. And now we can water the tree. There we go. And now we can water the tree. There we go. And now we can water the tree. There we go. And now we can water the tree. There we go. And now we can water the tree. There we go. And now we can water the tree. There we go. And now we can water the tree. There we go. And now we can water the tree. There we go. And now we can water the tree. There we go. And now we can water the tree. There we go. And now we can water the tree. There we go. And now we can water the tree. There we go. And now we can water the tree. There we go. And now we can water the tree. There we go. And now we can water the tree. There we go. And now we can water the tree. There we go. And now we can water the tree. There we go. And now we can water the tree. There we go. And now we can water the tree. There we go. And now we can water the tree. There we go. And now we can water the tree. There we go. And now we Now we'll water the tomatoes. Water them maters. Let's see, pull the weeds. Got some weeds back here. Weeds here. Weeds. Okay, I think that's everything. Yeah. Let's go ahead. Okay, so we got pumpkins going. We got tomatoes going. So what we're going to do is we're going to come over here and we're going to put these berries in the safe storage so that they will stand out and we know that those are the ones that need to be processed yet. Let's look at our regular storage here of food. We already have 2 green eggs. We don't need this one, so we can eat that. And then we can throw away the knapweed. So 4, eat. We'll sell the weeds. Yeah, 10 gold a piece for weeds. That's almost 100 gold just for some weeds. Everything has a value to it. Okay, so that's done. Let's look at our inventory again. We've got our food processing. We've got our crops watered. We have both of our smelters are running. So that's good. We've got Subira and Tamala's pins are on. We've got our animal with us. We don't have a fishing attachment, which really bothers me. This whole fishing attachment thing. Normally, you can carry like if I take this bag of illusion, if I unequip that, it goes in here with the rest of my armor materials. If I take the glider, no, the glider is an object. No, it's equipment. Yeah, you can see in the definition at the bottom it says the rarity of it, and then a pipe, and then what category it belongs to. And as you can see there, yeah, the bag of illusion is equipment. The glider is equipment. So if you take it off, if you undo it, it goes in here with your other equipment. The fishing bobber, again, it's equipment. But this fishing attachment is in here like these. And now this says equipment, but it won't let you put it in the equipment. Watch. Your inventory is full. No, it's not. Your inventory is full. No, it's not. Yeah, so I don't know why these hooks aren't allowed to be stored in your inventory. And so I've never used them because I'm like, well, what's the point? I don't fish here at home. I mean, yes, there is a pond basically directly over my head there, back in the corner of the wall. There's a pond over there, and then there's don't even know if you can fish in it. There's another pond back in the back there. And so technically, yes, I could use them there. But and like it says, significantly decreases time to hook a fish when equipped. But it won't let me take them with me to go fishing. So if I can't put them here, then I can't go into my inventory and put them here. I don't understand. It's very confusing. I don't understand why it is the way it is. So if I go, let's see, where are those? Yeah, they're even in equipment here in the menu. But if I try to, all of them, inventory's full. Inventory's full. That one doesn't even give me a response. It just doesn't do anything. Yeah. It won't let me take, and so if I can't put them here, I can't equip them because they need to be in here for me to jump out of that menu and go to this menu where this is and then put them up here. So yeah, I mean, if they're items, they're in the wrong. Oh, let's try that. If we go here, will it let me put them here? Okay, it will let me put them as inventory. But not here. In equipment where it should be. I don't understand. Yeah, I don't understand why it does that. So, but I have all these extra. Let's see, what does this do? This one is specific to catching infected fish in Elderwood. This one is decreasing the time to hook a fish. Increases your rod's health recovery. Increases the safe zone. And increases, wait, those are both safe zone. What am I missing here? Major safe zone size booster. Major safe zone. Oh, speed booster. Okay. So faster, bigger. Okay. And this thing I've had for quite a while. Not entirely sure what's supposed to happen with that. What does that say? These flowers imbued with natural flow were used by the Umbrans to pay respect for the Elderwood. Oh, the shrines in Elderwood. I haven't done that. I know there is a quest of some kind. Whoop, how'd that get down there? I know there is a quest of some kind to like feed all the shrines in Elderwood, but they require so much extra. They're really expensive, and you have to find all kinds of stuff for them. And I've just never done it. I'm sure it's a quest line that I will end up doing eventually. Because I am trying to do, like, I'm a completionist, so I like doing all the different things, but yeah, I haven't done the shrines yet in Elderwood. Let's see. What do we have? Do. So we got that, we did that. We are... Okay, it looks like the copper is done. So copper is full at 100, so that'll go into the sales bin. That's going to take forever. I'll just keep chucking that in as it gets done. But... Alright, we're going to add that to the stack in here. Now we're up to 1,000. Alright, I think all that's done. Yeah. Alright, I'm torn at this point. I am torn between continuing to play Palia and doing some more like foraging and whatnot, probably maybe fishing. I am also half tempted to end stream just for a little while. And come back and actually start a second stream, and on that stream to actually play I've been thinking about playing Fortnite because I haven't played in the new season yet, and I haven't played Fortnite in ages. It's been months and months and months since I've played. And so yeah, I've been kind of toying with the idea of actually playing Fortnite. So I might do that one way or the other. I might do that. I might stream it, or I might just go in there and play for a little while. I'm not sure, but I think let's go ahead and we're gonna run inside here. Oop, getting laggy again. Yep, getting super laggy again. I don't know what's going on. We are gonna jump into bed. There we go. And let's see. I think we are going to switch over to this screen. All right. Yeah, I think that is going to do it for this stream. Let's see, we are going to turn this back on. And we're going to turn down the game. There we go. Get some chill music going on in the background. Yeah, I think this is we're gonna wrap it up for Palia for this stream. And yeah, like I said, I might come back in like maybe, let's see, what is it? It's about 2:45 local time. Yeah, I might take a break, maybe grab a little bite to eat or something, and I might come back and stream some more today and stream. I might stream Fortnite and just get out there and play and goof around. It's been quite a long time since I've played it. It would be kind of fun to get back into it. So yeah, I may do that. I'm pressing some buttons here. Let me check something real quick. Yeah, there we go. Okay, that's right. All right, yeah, I think that's what we're gonna do. So, as always, please remember to be well, take care of yourself, look after yourself, and be sure to also look out for those around you, and take care, folks around you, because we could all use extra set of hands, hearts, and eyes around us these days. The world's been a little bonkers recently, and any kindness and goodness that we can put out there into the world is a good thing. Definitely is. The world needs more of it desperately these days. So yeah, that is it for me. I am tmaaz. This is the construction zone, and I may be back here in just a little while once I take a break and kind of recharge my batteries a little bit. But whether I do or I don't, for this stream, we are wrapping things up. So take care of yourself, please. Always remember to treat yourself the same way you would treat a best friend, because you deserve nothing less than that. So until next time, be it a few minutes from now or a few days from now, take care of yourself, and we'll talk real soon, okay? Have a good one.